Good morning students. Today in this video we will discuss another important unit that is called ecology. So what is ecology? It is the branch of biology deals with interrelationships amongst organisms or interactions between organisms and their environment. What is ecology? It is a branch of biology deals with interrelationships amongst organisms or interactions between organisms and their environment is called ecology. And the term ecology is believed have been discovered by Ernest Haeckel, but the authentic use of ecology was made by writer. So the term ecology is usually given by writer. And this ecology has mainly two branches, orthicology and synecology. Orthicology, what is orthicology? It is reciprocal relationship. The reciprocal relationship between the total developmental stages of individuals or species. Individuals or species and their environment. Simply, the reciprocal relationship between individuals and environment is called orthicology. And second branch is called synecology. What is synecology? The reciprocal relationship between organization and development of communities. Development of communities and their environment is called synecology. So ecology has mainly two branches, orthicology and synecology. Orthicology, ecology at individual level. Synecology, ecology at community level. So this unit, this ecology unit in class 12, ecology unit has 4 chapters. This unit has 4 chapters. So what are the 4 chapters? The first one is organisms and population. This is the first chapter of ecology. And second chapter is ecosystem. The second chapter is ecosystem. And third chapter is biodiversity. Biodiversity and its conservation. Last one is environmental issues. Environmental issues. So these are the 4 chapters of unit ecology. So in organisms and population, in this chapter we will discuss ecology at only organisms and population level. In this chapter at ecosystem level. In this chapter biodiversity and what are the environmental issues are there. So all these issues discussed in this chapter. So first we start with organisms and population chapter. Organisms and population. This is the first chapter of unit ecology. Organisms and population. In this chapter, initially we should discuss about various levels of ecological organization. Levels of ecological organization. So what is organization? Organization is the arrangement and coordination of smaller units into larger components in a hierarchy level. And biology, it is a field of study, or it study the various organizations, or it study the organizations at various levels. Like initially it studies the genes level and also macromolecules level. Next subcellular. So these are the all smaller components, and the smaller components organized into larger components. Then cells. Next tissue, organs, organ systems. Then individual. Group of organs called individuals. Next population, community, ecosystem, landscape, biome, and finally biosphere. So these are the various levels of ecological or biological organization. Initially starts with genes, then group of genes, macromolecules, subcellular structures, cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, individuals, populations, communities, ecosystems, landscape, biosphere. At all these levels, at every level of organization, two questions are always will arise. So why type and how type questions are always arise. If you observe nature with a scientific frame of mind, then always these two types of questions are arise at every level of organization, why type and how type. We will discuss about some examples related to these two questions, why type and how type questions. For example, why does a bird sing? Why does a bird sing and how does a bird sing? In these two questions, why type questions seeks significance of the process. Why type questions seek the mechanism behind the process, and how type why type questions usually seek the significance of process, and how type questions seek the mechanism behind the process. How does a bird sing? The bird is able to sing with the help of vibrating bone and voice box, and the bird usually communicates its mate especially during mating season. So how type questions, due to presence of voice box and vibrating bone, the bird is able to sing. So that is the due to presence of mechanism. And why does a bird sing? It is due to significance. What is the significance? It communicates its mate during mating time. So like that, so there are so many questions will arise with every level of organization if you observe with a scientific frame of mind. Like all night blooming flowers are generally they are white, because if night blooming flowers are they appear white in color, then they are clearly visible for pollinators. And cactus has how many spines, and how a chick recognize its mother, and how insect recognize which flower has nectar. So all these questions always, and two types of questions there, how type and why type questions are always arise with every level of organizations. Now we will discuss the ecological hierarchy. So ecological hierarchy actually starts with individual. Biological hierarchy starts with cell, but ecological hierarchy starts with individual. So what is individual? It is a living distinct entity. It is a living distinct entity which perform all life activities, and it is the basic unit. Individual is the basic unit of ecological hierarchy, and this individual is made up of one or more cells. And next hierarchy is population. Next level is population. So what is population? Simply group of similar individuals. Group of similar individuals is called population, and the different populations of same organisms in a particular geographical area is called subpopulation. Subpopulations are also called dames, and these dames or subpopulations are usually they are adapted in their particular geographical area, and these genetical adaptations are called ecotypes. What is population? Group of individuals. Group of similar individuals in a particular geographical area is called population. And different populations of same organism in a particular geographical area is called subpopulation, or also called dames. A subpopulation they are adapted genetically to its environment is called ecotype. And next level is community. So what is community? Simple. Group of similar populations. Group of similar populations in a particular geographical area is called community. Next level is called ecosystem. Ecosystem, it is a segment of nature. It is a segment of nature and structural and functional unit of biosphere. Next, landscape. Next level is landscape. Group of similar ecosystems is called landscape. And another one is biome. So what is biome? It is a large scale area which is delimited by flora and fauna. And final is biosphere. It is large scale delimited area of nature. That is called biosphere. So these are the different ecological hierarchy present. So these are the smaller segments. The smaller segments are organized or coordinated to form a large segment, that is nothing but organization. And now we will discuss one more some of the important terms. And first important term, that is ecological niche. Ecological niche. So what is ecological niche? It is a particular part of habitat in which organism is circumscribed. By its type of predator, range of tolerance, and availability of food, etc. And that particular part of habitat is called ecological niche. One more time. It is a particular part of habitat in which organism is circumscribed by range of tolerance, type of predator, and availability of food, etc. And that particular part of habitat for any organism is ecological niche. For example, tadpole and adult frog. And these two organisms, they occupy different ecological niches, because the tadpole, it is aquatic and vegetarian, and frog is carnivorous amphibian. It is carnivorous amphibian, but it is vegetarian, aquatic, vegetarian. So these two organisms, they occupy different ecological niche. But some of the organisms like cat and owl, these two occupy the same ecological niche, but habitats are different, but they are similar in food habits. And such organisms are usually called, this type of organisms are called ecological equivalents. They have same type of food habits, but they live in different habitats. Such organisms are called ecological equivalents. Ecological, they are differ, but they are equivalent in case of food habits and other habits. So such organisms are ecological equivalents. And one more important term is biome. So generally, for example, this is Earth, this is equator, and it is North Pole, and this is South Pole. This is equator, and here it is the Sun. These are the solar radiations. Biome, what is biome? Before discuss what is biome, we should know the sun. Sun is the source of both light. Sun is the source of both light and temperature. And solar radiations, they are vertically fallen in tropical regions, and obliquely fallen tropical regions, and obliquely fallen both temperate and polar regions. And rotation of Earth and tilt of its axis. Cause various seasonal number of seasonal variations. And these seasonal variations, The seasonal variations which are caused by rotation of Earth and tilt of its axis, usually they are together with variations in precipitation. Variations in precipitation, they cause different terrestrial biomes in the world. So what is biome? It is a large scale area which is delimited by flora and fauna. So how biomes are formed? And rotation of Earth and tilt of its axis causes seasonal variations. If seasonal variations together with variations in precipitation, then it causes number of terrestrial biomes in the world, like tropical rainforest, deciduous rainforest, coniferous forest, grassland, all these things. And India is a large country, so that's why India has so many terrestrial biomes and aquatic biomes. For example, if you observe Rajasthan, then we can find out a scorching deserts, and if you observe Meghalaya and northeastern states, then we can observe large number of tropical rainforest. And there is a diagrammatic diagram to show the various biomes. For example, this is mean annual precipitation. Mean annual precipitation, and this is mean annual temperature. Mean annual temperature starts with minus 15, minus 10, minus 5, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. And it starts with 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400 and 450. And this is the mean annual temperature, and this is the mean annual precipitation. And there are many biomes are here. There are many biomes are found. So this is the grassland. This is the grassland, and this is desert. And this is coniferous forest. This is coniferous forest. Here it was deciduous forest, and this is Arctica. This is Arctica, and this is tropical. This is tropical rainforest. So these are the various biomes. They are formed mainly due to variations in annual precipitations and variations in annual temperature. And these are the various seasonal variations caused by rotation of Earth. And if these seasons and these variations together with variations in precipitation, then different biomes are. So different biomes are world is the form. So there are like tropical rainforest, deserts, grasslands, Arctica, deciduous forest, coniferous forest. So this is the introduction part of first chapter, organisms and population.